Hi, this is Denise Levy. I'm an artist and designer, and today I'm going to show you how to make this very whimsical, lovely love card, perfect for Valentine's Day. Okay, let's put this card together. I'm just going to get myself organized here. I'm going to start, I think, with putting all my little pieces together. Oh, this goes to a different card. Okay. Hopefully I have everything. Looks like I'm missing a leaf. All right. So I like to dry fit everything before I start gluing. So I don't glue stuff going in the wrong direction, which I am known to do. So I know that's going in the right direction, but I have these two flower clusters, and I just want to make sure before I start gluing them together, because I do know that they go in opposite directions. Why isn't that fitting? Okay, let's see. That goes there, and this one goes like that. So you just want to make sure you dry fit. It's my biggest tip. And these little flowers, I did these little detail cutouts, and they do cut out, but it does help. You have a little poker tool or your weeding tool. If you have one of these, that will also help. And I also don't have a very sticky mat right now, so that's also part of the problem, is they didn't stick on there. Okay. Sorry, I should have done this before I started filming. Why won't you do what I want? Okay. All right. So, I'm missing more pieces. I cut out two cards at the same time, and I thought I had pulled all my pieces, but I did not. So I like to use these plastic bags when I'm cutting out these cards. There's my other leaf with all the pieces, because then I don't hopefully lose anything. Okay, there we go. All right, so now I also want to make sure that I have these going the correct direction. So I want it like that, and then I want it like that, and this one. And this is why it's good to do it like on this background piece, because it's giving you the shape, so you know exactly where to put everything. And then that one's going to go like that. Okay, so I'm going to glue a little bit of glue. This glue is very strong, so you don't need a ton of it. And this is the Barely Art Precision Craft glue that I like to use. And then I'm going to shift this around and get those together. And shimmy that until they line up. Like I said, this glue dries fast, so sometimes I don't always get it right before it's totally glued down. That's okay. You know, these are flowers, they're organic shapes, so you know, not that serious. Just have to look at my example. Yeah. Okay. So this little leaf is going to go right there. We want to get that glued down first because we're overlapping. And then I am, I'm not going to get this glued yet because these two clusters overlap the heart, but I do want to just get them put together since they're small pieces. So this is the center. I don't show you exactly where to put that, but you just use your best judgment. And I was thinking about, do I want to pop these flowers up on pop dots? I don't think so. If you wanted to that would be great, but I think I've got so much cardstock already going. Okay, so that one is done. And I will get this. I'm making this card around Valentine season, but it sure could be used for a wedding card, an anniversary card, Mother's Day card. So if you bought this for Valentine's, you sure could, continue to use it for other things. I always like to get multiple uses out of the files I purchase. And you can always switch up the colors. If it was somebody's wedding, you could do the flowers in their colors. People still do that, still have colors. Probably, I don't know. It's been a minute since I got married. Okay. So now that is done. I'm going to work on this sentiment here. And I just cut the sentiment out of cardstock. It cut beautifully for me. If you want to instead use vinyl, you sure could do that. I'm actually going to grab my tweezers here. Sometimes with these pieces, it's just easier. Whoops. And get this right on here. I'll adjust that a tiny bit. And that should just be right in the center like that. And set that aside. Now I will get my hearts put together here. If you purchased this card for me, thank you so much. So I forgot to put Do Not Disturb on. I apologize. I will, oh boy, we'll do that right now. If you purchased this from me, thank you so much for supporting my art. I sure do appreciate it. If you're interested in buying it, it will be available. I don't like where I got that. On my Etsy shop, as well as the Silhouette Design Store. Yeah. Okay, so now we're just going to layer this on top of the white little scallop, I guess, edge is what we call that. I love the way that looks. Okay, so, and I will layer this. So this orange band is going to just be centered right on the yellow. Okay, so I am going to get this background piece glued on. Now when I'm using this glue, because it dries so fast, and when I'm gluing down something that has like a large area like this, I like to only put glue on the bottom. That way I get more wiggle room. And oh, just for a minute, I thought I made a mistake. I was going like that, and I'm like, that's not right. I just needed to shift it. Good grief. Like I was saying, I like to just put it on the bottom. That gives me a little bit of wiggle room to get it exactly where I want it. And you're just going to try to get this centered on your card base as best you can. And you know, you could definitely switch it. And then I just pull this up and I get glue everywhere. And then I press that down for a minute. Like I started to say, you could definitely switch up the card base. I think craft would be really nice. And just looking at this, the file you purchase, I'm going to add this yellow bump out onto the pink. That will also help you get this placed, as well as to know exactly. I mean, it's not that difficult. It's going to be right in the center of the card, but I know sometimes people like to, you know, have it more self-explanatory than that, and I sure don't blame you. So, oh, I forgot to do the other leaf. That's why that one was looking goofy to me. Okay, so I'm just kind of doing that just to make sure I have that right where I want it. And you know, I say this to myself, I'm going to say it to you. This is crafting. It's supposed to be fun. It's not that serious. As things go flying. So if you make a mistake, like I don't think there are really mistakes. You know, you fix it, you adjust, and you just move on. Like I forgot to get this little leaf in here, and I'm just gonna get it. I'm gonna lift this up a little bit. I'm gonna get some glue down here, and it's all good. Okay, I'm gonna put a little bit. Oh shoot! Oh my goodness! I'm talking about mistakes, and I'm getting glue everywhere. I'm gonna do this just to get all that flat. Okay, now I'm gonna get this down, and that's just gonna be centered. And this, no, I don't want to pop that up. I've got too many layers of cardstock. So we're gonna get this down like so. And then this goes here. I'll get some glue on back of it. Let's make sure I got that in position. Okay, and then this little bow goes this way. And it's going to go on top, so we're going to do that one last. I'm going to get my sentiment down here. See the positive part of the O was trying to hang on there. And this is just going to go right, just right like that. Boy, I'm having glue issues today. Let's press that down. All right, let's see if this guy is ready to. There, that looks better. Yep, I want this one down first. The bow goes on top. And then we're going to put the bow. Just going to dry fit one more time. And get that down. And then you have 3 red hearts here. One red heart is supposed to be like the knot of the bow. I'm going to put that right there. And then another heart is going to go here. And then the third heart is going to go right down here in this little corner. And that is it. This card is done. If you have like a sparkle pen, a glitter pen, this is, who makes this? Spectrum Noir, and it just, you know, I've shown this before, but it just adds just a little bit of, when it dries, then all you see is a little bit of glitter. I don't know if you can see that. But that would be something like that would be fun to add like to the sentiment or and the centers of the flowers. But I think just on its own, this is really a sweet little card. So thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I really appreciate your supporting my art. Bye.